Hey, yeah, this is Alex Stein. I saw him on Twitter the other day because he was harassing Destiny and talking about Destiny's wife's pussy or something. So the cons are doing well today. Confronting armed Antifa at drag queen story time in Denton, Texas. You can always tell it's Alex Stein because he's always doing this in the camera frame. He's always doing this like pop in.
See, this guy keeps on trying to bump me every time I walk by.
You what?
Dude, I'm walking down the street.
I'm standing here. I'm allowed.
Let him go sideways.
Get out of my...
Neat.
Alex, you need to leave.
I'm not leaving, guys. You're trying to get in my way. I'm here on a public street. Get out of my way. Oh my God, guys, I'm so scared. The Antifa.
So that is battery, by the way. If that guy had decked him in response, I'm pretty sure that he would have been legally justified in doing so. Were any of the guards right there? No, none of the guards were right there. I guess except for this guy. Do your job, man.
My way. I'm here on a public street. Get out of my way. Oh my God, guys, I'm so scared. The Antifa, they brought their play guns, their squirt guns. Oh my God, your arts and crafts time. Did this mess up your arts and crafts time? You guys gonna be able to go home and play with your arts and crafts?
Why is it so tiny?
Look how scary they are. Oh my God, this guy's so scared. I'm so scared.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. When I opened this, I was hoping we'd get something a bit more substantial, but this is genuinely embarrassing. It's a little frustrating because I know that conservatives are fine with this, because like they're mentally toddlers, but it is very soy, yeah. It is very Marvel. No Fed posting, chat. Cut it out.
He's got his gun, his big gun. He's a big bad guy. Oh my God, I'm so happy you're protecting these children so they can go get indoctrinated and go in there for transgender story time. You're such a good American. God bless this guy. Look at him. I'm scared.
Remember when in my conversation with this guy, when he backed off every point that he made, and the only concrete thing that he ended up saying was that he would experience confusion of his gender and sexuality if he saw a feminine man? He was insistent on that point too. So that was good. Was this the guy in the suit? This guy, yeah, I talked to Alex Stein.
Dare you. I mean, these people, these are the real
Is that worth keeping in? That was like a minute of them just not reacting. Okay.
cowards. They're hiding behind their masks. They got their little guns. They think they're so tough. We're at a bookstore here in Denton, Texas, where they're trying to do drag queen story hour. And of course, the typical people here with their masks on, not able to actually stand up.
This guy didn't know if Russia was in NATO. Oh yeah, he was in like a streamer panel, and he he didn't know if Russia was in NATO or something. Yeah, he was like, oh, are they? You know, when he feel affirmed in his gender. I mean, he's obviously not very bright, but I think like he's a groyper, right? He's a neo-Nazi. I'm pretty sure he's a neo-Nazi. He demonstrates at least the same contempt for empiricism that they do. I remember after I talked to him, he spent the whole time like lying about what he believed in, you know, like, oh, I don't want harm against trans people. I'm very concerned actually for blah, blah. And then I hung up and I was like, I'm pretty sure that guy wants to kill all of us. And I still stand by that because I got a feel for these things. I've got a finely tuned genocidal enthusiast detector radar.
For what they believe in, because they're all cowards.
Would it be better for them to just stay silent? Yes. Just staying silent is the best thing to do here. There's no reason to talk to somebody.
He's so scared. I'm so scared. He's got his gun, his big gun. He's a big...
There's no reason to respond to that.
In Texas, where they're trying to do drag queen story. Officer, you think it's unusual they have their assault weapons like that out here in front of a place like this? Is that normal? No comment. Dude, I'm walking down the street.
I'm standing here.
What? Wait, open carry's legal in Texas. What?
I'm allowed.
Let him go sideways.
Get out of my...
Wait, didn't we see this at the beginning? I guess the only lesson to take from this is that if a obviously conservative guy who's filming a video tries to like shoulder check you, just shoulder check him way, way, way harder. That's my suggestion. Alex looks pretty big though. He's taller than like everyone else here.
Go sideways.
Get out of my...
Alright, Alex, you need to leave.
I'm not children. But see, these are the real scaredy cats. They're gonna walk...
Wait, why is it repeating? We just saw it. Okay. He feels really proud of assaulting this guy. He wants you to see it twice. Yeah, well, you know that, like, he wanted to walk up, shoulder check, and shove one of them to the side because it's like, oh, look at me, masculine guy, like, shoving a soy boy to the ground. But it's obvious he had to put, like, a lot of unnecessary shoulder weight into doing it. Like, you can see that he initially just wanted to push the guy aside, but when he realized that he couldn't do that, he has to, like, actually get his hand on the guy's chest and, like full on like shove him.
Sideways.
Get out of my...
See?
Alright,
when it starts, he just has his forearm braced against this guy, but then he has to put his hand on his chest and fully push outward. So I guess he wasn't strong enough to just do it with his forearm. Maybe he's out of breath after
Dude,
that.
I'm standing here. I'm.
Alright, Alex, you need to leave.
Oh yeah, look at his face. A worthy opponent. I'd use all my power. What a goofy goober. This video makes him look so evil, Vaush. How can anyone take this seriously? Just, okay, we need to put an end to these questions. From now on, if you're wondering, how do Republicans get away with looking so evil? Go watch Triumph of the Will or any Hitler speech and then think, were these guys in charge? Yes? Okay, well then humans are capable of this. It's always like, it upsets me as well, mostly because I grew up thinking like, well, everyone's fundamentally reasonable and you can reach out to everyone. Maybe not every single individual, but like you can always get across to a person at least a bit, you know? It's just not true though. It's factually not true. It's completely not true. Which is unfortunate, you know, but it's like a reconciliation with people's nature. Very unfortunate, yeah. Yeah, they're sort of defeating sociology by being immune to reason. Unless you can demonstrate that the specific drag event you're referring to has some kind of like inappropriate sexual connotation beyond people dressing wacky or like colorful, then you can't demonstrate any harm to children. Okay? Like, it's like theater kid shit. Like, oh, wow, my kid's learning to do, like, it's considered socially acceptable for little girls to do ballet, right? Like, ballet is like a dance form where they wear far less clothing and, you know, far tighter clothing, frankly, that these people are. But that's, you know, that's Western civilization. That's, you know, that's Romans or something. The fact of the matter is that like 98% of the time, the concerns with like child drag, whatever, is just like people pointing and saying like, oh, gay, icky. And that's it. Yeah, now I want to be clear, by the way. There are instances of like child drag performance that I consider inappropriate. Much in the same way that public dancing doesn't have to be sexual, but can. Drag doesn't have to be sexual, but can. There have been some times where it's like, oh, well, here's like a kid doing a drag thing, and it's a little dicey, you know? I think that's kind of a ubiquitous problem. It's not as though we don't have issues with that kind of thing in, like, beauty pageants with young girls who are, like, fucking 5 or something. So I oppose those things broadly. But that's not a unique drag problem.